Good morning. It's 6:55 a.m. I put on my thinking cap. Okay, let's take a look at the market. Oh, we got it looks like a bull flag out there. So far, it looks like if we break 95, Litecoin's in a good position. Let's see what the market manipulator AK market maker's doing. We all know he's manipulating the market. Okay, there goes one of his trades. It's around 1500. See it at 95. So he's going to try to keep it from going over 95. Good luck with that. And it looks like the bottom trade is embedded in here at 91.80. All right, people. Let's talk a little bit about yesterday on Chico's trip. What is the Crypto Chico? Again, the liquidity and the market that's leading up to all of this manipulation. He has found ties to the market manipulation is leading toward BitMEX. All right. And we believe that some of these market makers have ties to BitMEX. So there you go, how the market manipulation is going on. So now we have more stuff added in the soup. We have regulators who realize what's going on. You got the New York State Attorney General involved, the CFTC, the SEC, and the New York Department of Financial Services. All right. Now, Bitstamp looks as if it's having problems with BitMEX. Okay. Let's show you that. They started an investigation May 17th after a large liquidation of $250 million worth of Bitcoin loans. Looks like it was done on purpose. It looks like and they're blaming BitMEX. Bitstamp itself and one exchange is blaming BitMEX. But that's not part of the story. You got to go over here and look at Amy Castor. BitMEX relies on two exchanges, Bitstamp and Coinbase Pro. Okay? So now you know that BitMEX, which relies on two exchanges, Bitstamp and Coinbase Pro. And what do we see? Manipulation going on at Coinbase Pro. Now, Bitstamp turned around and is accusing BitMEX of market manipulation. Anything came out of Coinbase Pro's mouth? No. And I'll tell you why nothing came out of Coinbase Pro's mouth. Because the founder of BitMEX comes from Citibank. Who funds Coinbase? Citibank has given large donations. Okay? I know this. Banks invest heavily in Coinbase. Okay? One of those investors in Coinbase is Citibank. So now you can see what a wicked web they weave when they choose to deceive. Okay? You see? Why Citibank would block access to Coinbase? Malarkey. They wouldn't hurt business for their own investment. They would hurt their own investment. So now we can see what's going on. You have banks investing in Coinbase. Former bank executive opened up exchanges. BitMEX is obviously, if they're in here influencing everything like that, they need to go. Okay, here goes the story. Let's take a look. You see? There you go. Now the dirt's coming out. What's Coinbase Pro do? Nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You had Coinbase hasn't said a word, and they're involved in this too because they're BitMEX relies on them, and the dump affected Coinbase Pro, but 20% dump. Here, look at this, all coming out of BitMEX. You can read it. You see. So now you know it's heating up. Now what's going to happen is that these exchanges, after what BitMEX cut the throat of Bitstamp, and of course wiping out clients' long positions, it's going to lead a lot of complaints, especially people believe it's manipulated. And I can prove manipulation from this market maker on Coinbase Pro with a simple calculator, people. So now you see what's going on here. And all of a sudden you see this price spike and it's being maintained. What I think it is that the agency's now been woken up that Mr. Munchin has made a statement where they said they're going to start looking into all of this, the speculation side of crypto. They're not going to ban crypto. Don't misunderstand what Mr. Munchin said. He says they got a lot of complaints about the speculatory side, and they're going to do something about it. For instance, these market makers manipulating the spread. Something like that happened in NASDAQ, and the market makers had to do a $1 billion settlement. They got caught. All right. So that's brewing for them already. Now these market makers here, if they went unchecked, now they were left unchecked after I gave multiple evidence to Coinbase Pro. There's no doubt in my mind. I tried to hand them the evidence. They decided to ignore it and let it roll. So now not only is their market maker in trouble on Coinbase Pro, it's also now the staff of Coinbase Pro knowingly let this go on. So they're in trouble too now. So you're looking at Coinbase Pro, BitMEX, right now. Bitstamp is also just put itself turned on the BitMEX people. Okay, I think the BitMEX people will have ties to Citibank. Coinbase Pro has ties to Citibank. They actually are manipulating this market to benefit those banks that are in trouble. Okay, and it's a wicked brew that's going on here. You got banks, people formerly worked at banks and brokerage houses. Now they're all involved in crypto now. Don't expect them to do anything but what's going on in the markets that were under their control. These people need to be kicked out. Bitstamp right now is taking the right step to cover their own ass. Coinbase Pro, which BitMEX relies heavily on, they rely on Coinbase Pro and they rely on Bitstamp. Now Bitstamp came out and said, "Hey, whoa, you screwed up our exchange. You liquidated $250 million in longs just on Bitstamp. Coinbase Pro, you don't hear a peep out of them. Crickets. Crickets. Why is one exchange that's relied on by BitMEX? They know they've been affected. They're doing something about it since May 17th, and you can't even get a statement out of Brian Armstrong. You get absolutely nothing. Of course, they're all in on it. They're all in on it. You hear crickets. Mr. Armstrong, could I have a word for a minute? Oh, yes, sir. We would like to know about your BitMEX, which also relies on your exchange and Bitstamp. Bitstamp claims that BitMEX manipulated the market and caused 250 million longs to be wiped out. Any comments? Because they obviously affected your market too. Are you investigating them? Ryan. Ryan. Mr. Armstrong? Any comment, please? There you go. There you go. Silence is the first indicator of collusion. Ask any investigator. You plead the fifth. In the court of public opinion, you plead the fifth. That's guilt right there. So let's hope we break 95 today. It looks like these white hat traders are gonna go after these market makers by wiping out their liquidity. That's the only way, people. We're gonna have to maybe give up a few days of trading. Where the exchanges will be halted after they wipe out these market makers. They have to do the logical next step. If you're a white hat trader, well, strapped with cash. You got to buy everything that's nailed down and take control away from the market maker. You got to leave. You got to leave him. There's only. You see, what's happening is what these market makers are doing is like, instead of going to, when they run out of coin supply, right? When they can't keep up with the demand for coin because the market is skyrocketing, do they go to the over-the-counter the market to buy more, which is going to increase demand and push up the price? No, they don't do that. You know what they're doing? They orchestrate a dump, trigger everybody's stop losses, get everybody to sell, and come and buy your coin at the cheap, because it's cheaper than going to the over-the-counter market. It's cheaper to rig the market and steal from everybody to get their supply of liquidity, the coin itself, to crash the market, go in and buy everything, and then let the price go up and rinse, wash, repeat, rather than go with your cash and go to the over-the-counter market. They don't want to, because they'll have to pay a higher premium for the coin, because they know the demand is going up. Even on the over-the-counter market, they'll have to pay more. So it's easier just to crash the account and swindle everybody out of their Litecoin. That's what's going on. I know it, and they know I know it. So be ready for them to hurl all kinds of accusations, or I'll get some paid troll to come after me. And also, I'm going to tell the troll, if you can disprove it, take your calculator and disprove it. I don't want to hear no shit out of your mouth. Don't come and attack me with any of this nonsense. You get your calculator and you disprove me wrong, because that's the ultimate end-all argument. Is the spread 40 to 44 cents away from the last sale, as they stated in the New York Department of Financial Services letter? No. Can you prove that it is? No. Okay, and your accusation against me saying that I'm spreading false information is bullshit. Are the trades put equidistant away from the last sale or the mid-market price? Take the calculator. Prove me wrong. The answer is no. You're full of shit. Okay, stick your tail on between your legs and run off. Come on, next one. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in, tough guy. That's the kind of person I am. You're gonna accuse me of something, you better be able to prove it. I can prove my accusations using a calculator. So if you're gonna come in and say I'm full of shit, you better get that calculator up and prove me wrong. You better tell me that my claim that these two trades are manipulating the price of Litecoin on Coinbase Pro, you better get your calculator out and prove it, because I can prove they do. I can even prove those trades belong to the market maker. Why? Because Coinbase told me in their own hand. So all these people that are running around trying to go on a character assassination, don't even try it. Don't even try it. I'm way ahead of the curve. They're not going to do nothing to me. All of these people know, okay? A lot of people don't believe me. I tell them not to believe me. That's my mantra. Take the calculator, do the figures. Here's the letter, here's the statement. I line it up nice and pretty for you. Here's the statement from Coinbase. Now take your calculator, punch in the numbers, and see what if Coinbase Pro stated is true. And it's not. Rest my case. There's nothing else left to talk about. So you're going to come in here and troll for Coinbase or whatever you're going to do. Don't bother. Don't bother. You already lost before you even started that battle. All right, people. Good luck on your trading. Just to let you know, I know the trolls are going to start coming. Be prepared. They're going to come over here and say a lot of dirty stuff about me now, because now this is starting to heat up. So they're going to start throwing shit. And they're going to try to get some of it to stick. Well, I'm ready for you. I'm ready. I'll fight the good fight all the way to the end. Be prepared. I am.